Okay, so we're really rolling along. We're rolling along here. We're doing all right. I can't seem to get this to scroll, but so then we also have the Mixolydian down here and the Phrygian, its relative minor sixth. So this is very valuable. Okay, and we can look at them as this diagram up here. You have the root 3, 5, and its relative 6, 6, root 3. So notice that the root and the 6 share 2 notes. Okay, the only difference between the Ionian and the relative 6 Aeolian is the relative 6 Aeolian has the third and doesn't have the fifth, and the root has the fifth and doesn't have the sixth, rather. Okay, and then we go to the fourth 4, 6 root and its relative 6, the second 2, 4, 6. As you can see, they both share the 4, 6, and the only difference is the fourth has the root, the second has the second. The fifth and the third are parent relative minor sixth pairs, 5, 7, 2. All right, and then its third. Okay, so that's it's 3, 5, 7 there, and that's all relative to, those numbers are relative to the root key. So that's what these fretboards are, and we really haven't done anything with them. But let's look at the easiest case here. Okay, so let's look and see what we got here. We got our C-shaped Ionian, and then we have our A shape right here. Here's our A string shape right here. Okay, and then we have the G shape, 6, 7 root string shape, 6, 7 root G shape. We have the E, 7 root 2, 7 root 2. We have the D, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. We'll have the C again. Okay, so this is a pretty long fretboard. We got everything pretty much twice. So we go cage, cage on both of them. Now, what we got on the bottom here, on the bottom fretboard of the two of each one of them, is the minor triad. In this case, it's the Aeolian, and this is the Aeolian arpeggio in the C box. Okay, so in the C box, I'm going to just pretend this is where your fret nut is. Okay, in the C box, the C major chord scale goes, or arpeggio goes 3, 5 root, 3, 5 root, 3, 5. Okay, and then that Aeolian is an A minor shape. So here's your C major, C, C right there, G, G right there, and then A right there. Okay, so what we got is an A minor shaped sixth, familiar chord. Okay, and it's not just A minor shape, it is an A minor. So we got this and this, the simplest thing we could get. All right, and this is your A minor arpeggio. We go 3, 6 root, 3, 6 root, 3. We don't have the 6 there. But the important thing to remember is that every one of the notes in the A minor arpeggio fits into, does it fit into the major arpeggio? No, it doesn't fit into the major arpeggio, because 3, 6 root has a 6, and the major arpeggio doesn't have the 6, but it fits into the pentatonic for the C. Okay, that, and this fits into that. All right, so what the second thing I played fits into the first thing I played. So that's an important note, a point, you know, that the relative sixth arpeggio fits into the parent pentatonic scales in that C box, okay? Now, we also have the fourth here. We could go to the fourth here, but instead of worrying about the fourth here, we can look at it over here. So here's the same thing. Here's the C box. You thought I was going to go to the right. I'm going down. I thought too I was going to go to the right. Now here's the fourth. So same thing. We've got C, E, G. It's just the labels sometimes have to be on the top or the bottom depending on, because we got to, you know, have the overlap. Same thing. This is the C box in both both cases here. Okay. So we have the C, but now we're looking at the E here. We're not looking at the C shape, we're looking at the E shape because it's the fourth. Still looking at the C box. So the fourth is an Aeolian. In a triad, there's no way to tell whether it's a Lydian fourth or whether it's just a major fourth. Okay, so you get that. Even though by the scale, you know it's got the Lydian fourth right there, the seventh there, if you follow the original C shape there. Now the relative of this Lydian fourth here, okay, which is going to be it's going to be an E shaped fourth, so it's going to be pentatonically it's this. Okay. Diatonically, it's likely the C scale. Okay, but it has a relative fourth, a relative sixth rather. Okay, and that would be D minor. So there's our D minor. Now notice we've got a familiar D minor shape here, 6, 2, 4. Okay, if I'm going to play a good D minor, I'm going to need my fret nut here. So all right, that's a doubled fourth there. That fourth is really like doubling the third, which isn't that good of an idea. It's better to leave it as the second, because there's your root there. So that's something that your seasoned guitar teachers and players would say, they'd applaud. he actually used sound. He actually used a tonal center, the second. Yes, that's true. So that's how this diagram works. And then over here we've got the little ED, the little ed. And that means that we've got the E shape fourth. Here's your E shape. Action fingers E shape here, right? So we've got this, but it's got to bar this now. Bar it on the fourth to get that. Or just do the 3 strings. Can do that, or we have the D minor shaped sixth, so it's okay. So that's the name of that tune. Okay, so one thing I want to show you here, we had a quick break, is that we're not abandoning the modals. Here are the modal labels for each situation. And notice E goes to D. Okay, that's a caged relationship because the C shape goes to the A shape and the E shape goes to the D minor shape. Okay, here C shape goes to A shape. The D shape goes to the C minor shape,